again on this cold night. Building with y'all. This is King Eric, the media assassin, man. What is going on with y'all, man? Whew. Hope everybody's doing good out there in the YouTubeverse. Had a good build last night with my man Beat Gods. You know what I mean? We had a great build last night. I uploaded that interview today. And it was pretty fly, man. One of the dopest interviews we done. Got to talk about his history. Got to talk about him working with Hypnotized Mind, working in the Atlanta scene. Very dope show, y'all. Very dope show. So check that out, man. Check that interview out. But it's a lot of topics to touch on, man. I mean, I just had to pretty much figure out, like, damn, man, what can I talk about, man? I'm brain fried right now. I don't want to look like I'm clout chasing, so I got to come with a different angle. So the first thing I want to talk about, I like to get to it. See, a lot of YouTubers, they go ahead, they talk all this. They just start rambling, just rambling stuff, thinking that they could just get people the views. Look, I like to just go ahead, get it off my chest, move on to the next topic. So, you see the headline, T.I. took the L. What do you mean, King Eric? What do you mean T.I. took the L? T.I. got a diss record out going at Charleston White. And I said, you took the L right there, buddy, because now you done threw water on the gremlin. Now the gremlin is going to manifest now. Now the gremlin is going to get even bigger and stronger. You should have just ignored that nigga, man. Now you done gave him so much clout. Now you done gave him so much light. He ain't going nowhere now. Y'all rappers, man, y'all got to learn how to read the game. Y'all can't do it the old way no more. These dudes, you got to defeat them different. The only way you can defeat these guys is just by ignoring them. Because you can't kick them in the ass. You can't throw no diss records at them. They love the attention. You got to attack this situation like just ignore him. So now, he going to probably get an extra pub off of you just for mentioning his name now. He hasn't put out music in a while. So now his people are like, damn, who's Charleston White? Now, those same people are now going to check him out. That's how it go. So now he going to talk shit now. Now he really going to talk now. Now you done gave him a lifeline. The best way to beat these guys is just ignore them. The old rapper way of doing this is not working anymore. Ignore them. Because you keep feeding into it. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know how to play the internet game. The internet game is all about impression. The internet game is all about assumption. And you got people actually thinking, oh, T.I. is chasing Charleston White for some clout. When in reality, T.I. is the biggest star. People are actually thinking this way. They're thinking T.I. is chasing Charleston White. Even though T.I. is the bigger star, the bigger name. Even though T.I. been in movies, T.I. been on hit records. He's chasing a YouTuber for clout. This is the way people are thinking now. Perception is everything. I knew from the way these rappers handled that 6ix9ine situation, y'all gonna fail this internet. Y'all done empowered these guys. Cam talked about Nas' daughter. Nas didn't feed into it when Nas continued to go gold and platinum. Yeah. Now, to keep in mind, Nas did address the disrespect. Nas is a man first. He addressed it on the diss song Zoned Out. You can check that verse he did. He just didn't say his name. And Nas did start that though. Let's be clear, man. I mean, Cam ain't do nothing to deserve that. Nas was just on his shit. He had a chip on his shoulder. So Nas knew. That's why he didn't really respond back. Because he knew he started that, man. I mean, Cam didn't bother anybody, man. Cam just called it straight. And the cold part is with Nas, when he diss you, that shit gonna sting. Nori, step your rap game up. Every time I think of Nori, that's what I think of. What else? Cameron. But the album's whack. I'm like, come on, man. His name holds so much weight because he's a high tier artist. He's a respected lyricist. So when he slights you, you gonna feel it. That's why Cam and Jim held that grudge for damn near 20 years. But they had the deep inside to know because they know they respected Nas. They grew up off Nas. Nas inspired a lot of these niggas. But going back to T.I., you should ignore them, dude. You gotta ignore these guys. The same way with the Tekashi 6ix9ine, you should have ignored him. Let these guys fade out. Don't follow them. Don't leave no diss records on no pages. Let these niggas die. Their attention, their lifespan in air is attention. The Whack 100s, the Tekashi 6ix9ines, all these guys. And speaking of him, yo, I'm gonna keep it brick. Ain't Whack 100 the worst manager you ever seen in your life? Like, you got your artist facing a attempted murder case. You got your flagship artist, The Game, out there facing a rape case. His album tanked. He kamikaze and crashed, trying to get off a Eminem diss. That didn't work. He crashed and burned. Who else he got up there? Ray J. Ray J out there bleached his hair, going on rants, talking about committing suicide. What is going on with this? And niggas thought he was gonna recreate Death Row Records. I'm like, that was a laugh. What happened to Cash Money West? Huh? Whack 100 don't really know what he's doing. Whack 100 basically extorts niggas. Weak niggas, that is. That's what he does. And with his experience in the music business, he does a great job of overcompensating and preaching the overvalue of what he contributes to the game. So he goes on Clubhouse, talks all this shit to these niggas that don't know nothing about the music industry, but to them, he comes across that he knows everything. Oh, he been around Suge Knight. Oh, he got pictures with Game. He got pictures with Jay-Z. This nigga knows what he's talking about. But yet, the opposite is showing. What happened to the Whack 100 podcast that he had? That's all that dude is good. He's good for chaos. He's not no manager. Game hasn't even seen a platinum plaque since he Whack 100 been managing. Much as I hate to say, the homie Nas wanna be Jay-Z, he's a wannabe gatekeeper. You gotta explain more about that one. Yeah, you gotta explain a little bit more about that. How is Nas wannabe gatekeeper? Give me, expand more on that so I can see your point of view. But Whack 100, the worst manager I ever seen in my life, man. Like, dang. Got your mumble artist, Blueface, he out there doing bare knuckle fights. He's done. Now he's over there in this toxic Ike and Tina type relationship with this chick. This nigga done, bro. He been done musically. I knew that wasn't going to last. So, who does he have in the roster? Who does he have in the roster? Cash Money West, where's that? I want to know. All that was smoke and mirrors. This nigga sold not me per se, not people that's listening, but for people that listen to me, they know what's up. He sold everybody hype. He sold everybody hype. He sold everybody nothing but manipulation tactics, and everybody believed it. He sold it real well. He had y'all thinking that this dude was the new Suge. One thing about Suge Knight, though, Suge Knight had platinum plaques. One thing for sure about Suge Knight, he had niggas driving them Rolls Royces. He had niggas eating. I ain't seen nobody eating under Whack 100. Where is Young Reek? The one he was bullying on Clubhouse every day. Where he at? Shit, everybody fell for the hype. You know how we knew it was hype? When he used to do his little shit talking, and he used to be all up close to the camera. Like, he would think he was some stocky dude. He was all close to the camera. Like, he had these big muscles and stuff. You would thinking, damn, this nigga, he the new Suge, ain't he? Like, the way, nobody really mentioning him. Nobody really talking that ish back. He must got some pull, which he does. But when they ping-ponged him around when he got knocked out a couple years ago at the Rolling Loud event by Nipsey Hussle's dude, J-Rock, They was pushing that nigga around like a ping pong. I was like, hold up, this dude ain't no Suge Knight. This dude like what, 5'8", 5'9"? Y'all, come on, man. But going back to what I was saying right there, I just had to point that out, man, because I was gonna do a video about that, but man, he's the worst manager I ever seen in my life. Damn. Your flagship artist is getting extorted on a rape case. Your 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 new generation artist got a murder charge. And your other R&B singer, he on suicide watch. Out there with blonde hair. What is going on? It's crazy, man. And other crazy news I want to talk about. So, B. Smone, she was talking about today how she showers every other couple days. Now, let me tell y'all something about this. These bras say anything for some damn attention. That's all this shit is all about. Motherfuckers are so hungry for attention. They'll say anything and people just gossip and eat it up. So she figures she goes go ahead. She's an attention seeker. Just like that bullshit she said about Martin Luther King, man. That was all as attention seeking. These birds love attention. People thrive off attention. They will sell their soul 3 times and won't even recoup it for some attention. So that's all she did that for. And she got the reaction that she wanted. See, this is where you can't defeat this shit. You gotta beat this by ignoring this bird shit. People replace being chastised for being commerce. They could see people don't like to be chastised anymore. It just used to be shameful. That used to be embarrassing. Oh, I don't shower. That used to be shameful. Now you got these stupid bras on shade room talking about, well, maybe she right. Maybe I ain't gonna shower. Well, I don't shower anyway. So now you promoting being musty. Look at what this thing is doing to us, man. Now, it's cool to not bathe. Y'all follow this celebrity culture so much, it's sickening, man. This shade room world star, love and hip hop bullshit, man, it is killing us, man. Like, y'all now all of a sudden you got a lot of the females on that shade room. They were sitting there talking about, well, she has a point. That's her prerogative. Let me tell y'all this, man. They kill me with this. They'll sit there and say, well, it's her business. But y'all don't mind talking about Kevin Samuels being gay, though. Y'all gossip about him being gay for hours and hours and hours. Y'all do YouTube videos off of him, and he's dead. But yet we say something about one of y'all, all of a sudden is, oh, it's her business. It's her prerogative. Only God can judge me. Nah, if you're a public figure, what out there is for the people to decide on and chime in on. You don't pick the rules. This is the way this game go. What makes you so special? You know, I'm tired of the double standards, man. People love seeing the double standards. And we all have voices. So that's what I feel. I feel that more black men have to be involved in this media side to bring the truth. To bring truth to power. Big shout out to Doggy Diamonds. Big shout out to Gully TV. Big shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Big shout out to who else is out here doing this? Sub-Zero. Who else? There's a lot of people out there, right? They're still doing the truth to power. Vicky Dillard, Brother Ben X, Matt Hoffa. Yeah, Matt Hoffa. Good one on that one. We need black media, man. More black men need to be involved in this shit, man. It can't, because we're protecting the black image. You know what I mean? And I understand that people have jobs and people have things to do, but damn, the black image is under attack every day. And y'all on the phone anyway, get involved with media, man. Media is cool. Actually, media is cool. We need more voices, man. More articulate voices, that is. People that can actually hold a candle to these arguments and refute everything. That's what we need. We don't need more rappers with podcasts. We need more black media with black voices. To combat a lot of this stuff, man. Because now, next thing you know, they're gonna normalize this. Somebody gonna come out there and like, oh, I haven't bathed in a year. And you got these thirsty niggas out there don't care about nothing. They'll sleep with a fucking shit stained snake. Yeah, man, they'll go ahead and just bow everything. So like I said, man, it's like we gotta bring those standards back. We gotta bring those standards back to the forefront, man. I mean, that's just sickening to me. But other things that's out right now, I'm gonna tell y'all another album that's out right now while I'm shooting the breeze with y'all. Vinny Paz dropped a new album. Hold on, let me take a look at that. Anybody not caring about their hygiene should go to jail for the rest of their life. Absolutely, I totally agree. And you got these people boasting about it. That's what kills me. Like now y'all embracing the neothon aspects of life now. Y'all embrace y'all in a caveman. And y'all I don't understand. Y'all embracing the inner savage. We used to take pride on being clean. We used to take pride on purity. Now you got these birds up on Twitter, up on these podcasts, telling y'all, oh, I don't bathe. And y'all sitting there following along. Not y'all listening to me, but y'all sitting there following along with it. I don't understand it, man. Like, one thing I did say, man, social media is killing humanity for real. It is killing humanity slowly but surely, day by day, second by second. Hold on, that Vinny Paz album. Vinny Paz dropped the album. A lot of good music out there, in case y'all know. Hold on, Vinny Paz dropped the album. I'm trying to find the name of it. Vinny Paz dropped the album. Cormega dropped the album. Nas dropped the album. Prodigy dropped the album. It's a good time for be a hip hop fan, man. I don't care about the Grammys. I don't know why niggas sitting there arguing about the Grammys. Last time I checked, y'all supposed to be F the Grammys, but niggas is still crying about Grammys 30 years later. Like every year the Grammys is bullshit. Why y'all keep crying? Oh, Nicki Minaj ain't make it. Why are you crying about the damn Grammys? You mean to tell me with these hip hop billionaires, y'all can't create your own Grammys? Psh, unbelievable. Hold on, I'm gonna find the name of that album, damn it. Dude, we got the billionaires, we got the influence. Create your own Grammys. I think this is the name of it. I think Tortured in the Name of God's Unconditional Love. We played 2 songs from that on Screwball Radio, man. Yeah, Vinny Paz is dope. Vinny Paz, Cormega, Nas. Who else dropped, man? Westside Gun dropped. Cool G Rap is dropping next week or 2 weeks from now. It's a good time to be a hip hop fan, not a hip hop fan, if you get what I'm saying. And Cool G Rap can still out rap a lot of these niggas, man. So, big shout out to them. Queensbridge, get the money. Right, we need more black voices on the internet to make sure we protect the culture. Absolutely. And not only protecting the culture, bruh, but also protecting black imagery. Because when I'm looking at Twitter and I'm seeing every day people, we crying about it, but I'm like, where's the voices to combat it? People say what they want about Tariq Nasheed and Black Authority and all these people, and even Umar Johnson to a degree. They stand up for black men. They stand up for black men. Even Kevin Samuels, he stood up for black men. I don't agree with everything he does. I don't agree with the tricking aspect, but they stand up for black men in their imagery. We need more of that. Now, however, there's a lot of black men out there that's doing a lot of BS, but we call that out. The problem is with a lot of these B. Simones of the world, they don't call none of their shit out. They don't call none of their stuff out, man. Everybody operates the same. Nobody even check each other. Black men check each other. I don't care what the media tell you. The black men, we check one another. Just like that sister that died the other day that got killed in Charlotte. In Mexico. We ain't riding with that. Black men is riding for that. Black men is protecting is riding with that. We speaking out on that. We the ones pushing that line. So don't let the Meg the Stallions of the world tell you that we ain't protecting black women. We out here every day. But yeah, man, going back to the hip hop thing for a minute. Cool G rap dropping. Oh man, who else is dropping? Y'all got to get these albums too, man. Just while I'm on a PR mode, purchase Common Authentic Cloth. He got physicals right now. That's one of the hardest albums to come out in 2022. Big shout out to Common and DJ Swab putting out that dope project, Authentic Cloth. I still keep it in rotation, man. Dope album. Big shout out to Comet from Screwball. Follow him on Instagram at Comet5000. Hit his bio, hit his link tree, purchase Authentic Cloth. Just thought I'd put that out there real quick. Oh yeah, 38 Special. 38 Special dropped the album too, yeah. 38 Special got everybody on that motherfucker. He got Wiz Khalifa, he got Currency, Benny the Butcher, Jim Jones. That's gonna be dope. Now, people are actually getting on 38 Special because he posted some video of him smacking some snitch up. But this is my thing about the internet. The internet kills me with that because it's talking about we sitting there, man, we gotta touch all rats. We gotta exterminate rats. But that 38 Special put his hand on a rat and all of a sudden, oh, we can't do that now. Which one you want? Which one do y'all want? Y'all wanted somebody to put pause on 6ix9ine. Y'all want people to put pause on Charleston White. But this dude's 38 Special, even though it's incriminating to a degree, it's incriminating depending on how you look at the context, even though he putting his hands on a rat. And everybody talk about, man, you don't need to take this down. What do y'all want? You can't do enough for everybody around here. I swear, man, hip hoppers are the most unsatisfied people I've ever met, man. Real talk. Let's see who else got this, man. DJ Fatademics posted up Nas sold 28 first K week. Who gives a fuck about sales? That's one of the best albums to come out this year. Nobody's really selling records like that in 2022. Unless you're a pop artist. Unless you're a real, like you like show like a Madonna or Elton John or Taylor Swift, Eminem or Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, unless you people like that. We have to stop letting our own voice, stop looking for celebrities for black. Absolutely. Celebrities should stop being the voices for black America, man. We need true to the ground boots, blue collar type workers, man. We need the average everyday man to speak out because he has more experience than these rappers. A lot of these rappers, they don't experience a lot of that shit. They've been rich longer, they've been poor, so they don't understand the struggle no more. Like a nigga could go here, he'll drop an album for the streets, but he going back to his gated community. He going back to putting his son back into a private school. He ain't dealing with none of this, but he'll drop one for his base, but he ain't going back in them conditions. So we need people that are true to the ground. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something cold that I've seen. I'm gonna watch this again because I love analyzing documentaries, man. I was watching the Mac documentary. That's my all-time favorite movie, man. The Mac. A lot of these niggas was loving Scarface and Good Godfather and Goodfellas. Fuck that. I love the Mac. Because the Mac, it spoke to black America to me. It spoke in two different worlds. Like, do we go the under hustler pimp route, or do we go the black empowerment route? That's what I liked about the Mac. It had two sides of the coin. And it had a message behind it. And it had the dopest soundtrack ever with Willie Hutch, rest in peace. But what I like about what the thing is though, when you watch the documentary of the Mac, you learn about what they had to go through to put that movie together. Huey Newton was putting pressure on them niggas, bro. Man, them Pecker Woods couldn't shoot no movies out there like that because Huey Newton was putting pressure on the pimps. The old Black Panther was no joke. If they caught you selling drugs, if they caught you pimping, They were smacking you. They were bucking at you. They were kicking your ass. Man, Huey Newton and Bobby Steele, them niggas was no joke. They was running up on pimps. They was smacking the perm out them niggas like pow. Like they weren't playing. They had to check in. So the people that it was two white guys, they went ahead. They could have got their melon topped off. Pause. They could have got their melon topped off. But you had Max Julian, rest in peace. He gave him that pass. Max Julian and Frank Ward. They gave them protection. That's the only reason why them Panthers didn't go at their head. But the cold part about it, they had to break the Panthers' bread. They showed the movie of the Mac in the Oakland theater that they owned, I believe. So that old Black Panther Nation was no joke, man. They was running up on people like that. It ain't like this goofy shit you see today, like you see from the Brother Police and the Young Pharaohs and the Umar Johnsons and all the what's his nigga name, Seti, and all these goofy niggas. You don't see nothing like that. Them dudes was really out there with the people. They had their own media. They was out there putting in work. They was out there with shotguns, intimidate the police. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of energy that we need, man. And I did an interview with Fred Hampton Jr., man. Real good dude, man. One of my favorite interviews out of all of them. That's one of my top five favorite interviews, man. I'm going to try to reach at him for a part 3 because I want to get his opinion on this Judas and Messiah movie that came out. So hopefully I can get him up there. The original Black Panther with the truth. Man, I know a lot of them, man. They were kicking niggas in the ass, bro. Straight up. You came out there, they was smacking perms, they was shooting, man, they was doing all that, bro. They was no joke. They was about that revolutionary life. They caught you prostituting women, man, they were kicking your ass. Huey didn't play, Bobby didn't play. Before Huey got he got strung out, and before the Panthers and before the FBI came through and broke him up. But shit, they was no joke, bro. But watch that joint, man. That joint is on YouTube, man. It's the documentary of the Mac. My all-time favorite movie, man. F. Tony Montana, man. Goldie Mac was the flyest nigga to me. Goldie Mac is super fly with the two flyest niggas to me, man. I won't look it up for no damn Italian. Shit, these niggas sitting there looking up to Pacino and De Niro. Nigga, I was looking at Ron O'Neal and fucking Max Julian. Who do you think is the most well-known Black Panther? I think it would probably be Huey Newton, because Huey Newton was the front man. Huey Newton had the charisma to. It was between him and it would have been Fred Hampton, because Fred Hampton did what Huey was trying to do, but see, Fred knew how to mingle with different races. Man, Fred had the Chinese, he had the red man, he had the Indian, he had white people, he had the Puerto Rican, all them. The Tupac. Oh yeah. Even though with Tupac, he never left his Panther roots. That's what I respect about him, man. I mean, any black man that going out there risking his freedom, risking his career to buck at two police for harming another black man, he get a pass for life for me. I can't say nothing bad about him. And anything he did after that, I cannot say. No, none of these people talk all that shit about Tupac all day, but which one of these niggas gonna do that? I wait. They'll talk about Tupac all day, but none of them gonna buck at no police for harming a black man at that. And I'm not talking about no low-hanging fruit. I'm talking about saving a black man from getting beat. Instead of just recording, that nigga Tupac got out there and handled his business. I salute somebody like that. But yeah, man, definitely check out the Mac, man. The Mac, the making of the Mac. A lot of good intels of what how that movie was made. My all-time favorite movie. Shoot, those brothers were strong, man. And the Mac, man, it was so many moments of that movie to me. Even when they brought Richard Pryor crazy ass up there. Richard Pryor was wild. They said Richard Pryor was on so much cocaine that day they ain't know what he was gonna do. Every scene he was coked up. Rest in peace, Richard Pryor, man, the greatest comedian to ever live. But I'm gonna tell y'all this though, man. While I'm shooting the breeze with y'all, cause I shoot off the headline sometimes. That's what I do, off the cuff radio. That's what I really do. I shoot off the hinge. But you got this whole thing going on with Dave Chappelle. Man, let me tell y'all something. Saturday Night Live, y'all need to go ahead and give Dave Chappelle a bag. Let him take it over. Because he carried that whole bullshit show. No nigga ain't watched Saturday Night Live in damn near 10 years. Y'all comedians stink. Y'all jokes are outdated. Y'all too liberalated. Nobody want to hear that no more, man. Let Dave Chappelle take that mug over. Straight up. Y'all liberal jokes ain't hitting, man. There's only so many ways you could crack on Donald Trump before it's not funny anymore. Let Dave Chappelle run Saturday Night Live. I stand on that. Yeah, y'all might catch a little backlash. See, Saturday Night Live has always been a pussy show to me, cause they never stand up for creators. They banned Martin Lawrence. You know when Martin Lawrence was hot. You know, Martin Lawrence, he been blackballed from there. They didn't let Richard Pryor run his. I think they didn't let Eddie Murphy back, I don't think. Like, come on, man. Give Dave Chappelle. Damn right. That shit ain't funny at all. And you can tell Keenan wants to do it. Get rid of them corny writers up there, man. Get these dudes out of here. Let Dave run this. Let Dave run this, man. But Saturday Night Live, man, they be pussy, man. They don't stand up for none of their creators at all. They bring the hottest comics out there for clout to get the attention, to get the ratings, but they never stick up for them when the heat go down. That's what happened with Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor told him to kiss my ass. Y'all be trying to stiff me. I ain't let me create my art. Like you knew Richard Pryor was crazy as hell. So that's the reason why people want to see him. So you bring Richard Pryor up there. Richard Pryor does his crazy shit. Then you get mad at Richard Pryor for doing crazy shit. I don't understand it. Y'all use black comedians for clout, but yet don't want to stand with them when the heat is on. Man, fuck that show, man. That's why niggas need to be like, forget that show. Don't host it. Don't host none of that. You know? Because they don't never stand up for creators. I think perhaps the interest is what certain entertainers can do with the content. That's correct. That's correct right there. But they never, if you look at the history, they never stand up for content, the comics at all. Saturday Night Live should have been like, man, fuck y'all, man. We got Dave Chappelle up here, man. Dave Chappelle gave them their highest ratings in 10 years. Every time Dave comes on Saturday Night Live, he going to sell it out. They're going to get their hottest ratings. But let's be real. Who else they had? Who they have last week? Did they have Michael B. Jordan? Was Michael B. Jordan a part of that? Because I didn't watch it all. I just seen some of the skits. The barbershop skit was funny as a mug. The barbershop skit, the House of Dragons, that was funny. Niggas talking about Dave Chappelle fell off. Man, come on, man. Dave Chappelle is a genius. That's the closest to Pryor you're going to get. That's the closest to Richard Pryor you're going to get. Because he's a comedic genius, man. Like, he knows how to set up his jokes. And you don't see the joke coming. He knows how to be funny without being offensive. He mastered that. Man, Chappelle is our era. This era is George Carlin and Richard Pryor, man. You're not going to get heads like that no more. Don't bring up Cat Williams, because Cat Williams, he fell off a long time ago, man. He ain't really funny no more, man. I mean, my man said this, man. My man said that he does Section 8 comedy. For real, though. Cat fell off a long time ago, man. And I got love for Cat, but yeah, but that last one he did was not hitting at all. Kevin Hart, see, Kevin Hart is trying to transition to something like into a more serious actor. I salute Kevin Hart on that. Um, we got to keep comedy alive, man. Comedy is the lifeline of America in a sense where we need laughter. That's why a lot of these motherfuckers are so miserable today. There's no laughter. Everybody is so serious. Everybody is so offended. You could post something on social media. Oh, I like oranges. What do you mean you like oranges? Apples are better. Then you get on the debate. I'm like, nigga, I just like oranges. The fuck? Nah, nigga. We gotta worry about did your ancestors pick apples? Like, I just said I like oranges. The fuck? Yo, people are miserable. People are miserable. And let me tell y'all this. I ain't noticed this till just now. I did a video on Dr. Dre and Tupac. It was like an interview they did, right? It was an interview they did like in 1995, 1996. And I did a little joke about it. Like I said that Tupac was sitting back. He was laughing with Bill Bellamy. He was all energetic and, you know, fun. But when Dr. Dre came in, he was looking like he was pissed off and didn't want to see him. He didn't want him in the room. Like he hated his guts. That's all I said. Niggas coming in the comments. Man, I seen the whole interview. You taking this for clout. Man, it's just laughter, dude. Like, damn. Tupac's people that I know personally loved it. Big shout out to my man Hustle Simmons, Esquire. He laughed his ass off. He knew Tupac, man, because they knew that's how Tupac was. He was a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? He'll go ahead. He'll be laughing with you 1 minute. Next minute, that nigga want to fight you or cuss you out. That's why when he did this, they knew. They was like, yeah, that's Pac, man. That's Pac for you, man. That shit funny as hell. But yet these YouTube niggas, they sitting there mad at me. And I'm like, why the fuck is y'all mad? Y'all need to laugh some, dude. Like, go outside. And I'm sitting here, I ain't even chime in on that. I'm like, damn, I got 1 million views off that. Niggas sitting there getting mad at me, calling me a hater. Oh, man, you're spreading disinformation. I seen the interview. I didn't even upload the interview. It was just a funny clip about that. I just wanted to share. But people just miserable, bro. Like, that's why you see a lot of these school shootings out here. Do you think Dr. Dre should have released another Chronic album? He got to be in the mood to do that. You know what I mean? He got to have the pieces of the puzzle together. You got to have the characters at play. It's like making another movie. It's like making another Godfather. You got to have the right people. And some new people. They got to have the right mind for it. And would it work? It all depends. It all depends if it will work or not, because they got to be willing to do it. Like, he gave us a little snippet last year with the Contact EP, which was dope. But Dre needs some new blood around him. He needs new blood around him, because right now, Snoop is already established. He's a legend. Eminem is established. He's a legend. The Game, he's already established. 50 Cent's already established. Dre gonna need some new blood for this. He could use the older names to sell the record, because they're still high profile names. But the new blood can motivate Dre. That's what he needs. Because, see, a lot of people ain't going to tell Dre what's up because they have a friendship. But Dre needs some new blood around him. New blood keeps you motivated. That's how the first Chronic was such a classic. Because Snoop was new blood. The Dog Pound was new blood. Rage was new blood. RBX was new blood. The same thing with Chronic 2001. That was a classic. You know why? Because he brought Exhibit around. He brought Eminem around. He brought Hitman around. He brought Scott Storch around. Who else did he bring? What's that motherfucker name? 6'2". He brought 6'2" around. All these creative minds. Royce the 5'9". He wrote the message for him. So Dre needs new blood to stay creative. And I think it will work. It definitely will work. He still could produce some dope shit. New blood like Vince Staples, Schoolboy QG, Perico, absolutely. Guys like Mozzie, guys like shit. Who else we got? Yeah, those names in particular because they could bring new flavor, and plus it's a new generation. See, one thing that's what made the Chronic 2001 so special is that it didn't sound like the first Chronic. The first Chronic was used a lot of G Funk samples. Dre ain't used no G Funk at all. He used straight instrument. He had Scott Storch behind the pianos doing a lot of shit. He had Hitman doing a lot. Cause see, the first one he probably had Daz and them around. He had Warren G around for the first one, but the second one he just had Scott Storch. He had the DOC still. He had different ears, and therefore it didn't sound like the first album. The first album had a lot of Parliament samples. The second one hardly didn't have no samples. Like two of my favorite beats on that motherfucker was Light Speed and Explosive. Those beats I ain't never heard in my life. Them shits was like eargasms. I was like, what the hell? Incredible, man. That man's ear for music is impeccable, bro. Matter of fact, to remind you glad you remind me. I'm gonna watch the in the Defiant ones with the joint that he did with him and Jimmy Iovine several years back when I get off the live with y'all. Cause that Chronic 2001. Corrupt is what it's supposed to was a hip hop quote. But yeah, he was mad at Foxy Brown at that time. That's who he was talking about. He was talking about Foxy Brown, because Foxy Brown he thought was seeing DMX. So he went off on that bug. Yo, that nigga was mad. Bitch nigga, you're more of a bitch than a bitch. Like, okay. Then Nate Dogg came through. That whole record's a classic. Now there's another version out there. The one he did with Royce the 5'9" doing the hook. That was like the demo version. It was cool, but the one with Nate Dogg, that's the best one. That's the best one. But yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead and be out, man. I'm about to go ahead and watch some joints, man. Gonna watch this Defiant Ones. I'm glad that you mentioned that. So yeah, definitely check out the back documentary for those who just tuning in, man. You'll get a lot of good history, a lot of good game about that, man. And if anybody in particular is good with black media, man, let me know, man. We trying to get some warriors behind that camera. We got to get some warriors behind this podcast thing. So I'm about to be out, y'all. Good chopping it up with y'all. Y'all have a good night.